I think there was a lot of growing moments for a young team to go on the road for the first time, to be gone for 4 days, and then have a situation that I think we've talked about being adaptable as much as we can, and recognizing that there's going to be moments this spring where things are going to happen that are outside of your control. I do think it was probably, I don't know if it's how any of us imagined that happening, even if we thought it might happen, to be so close to game time and already like in a zone to play. So I think the adjustment off of that to come down from that and not play, I think created just some refocusing issues and just to get reset for Saturday's game. And I think that was a little bit of a struggle for us. And like I mentioned, being on the road, and I think the performance on Saturday I don't think was really something that we felt was the best foot forward that we could have put out and the best performance that we were capable of doing. So I think that's another learning moment for a young group, and I think hopefully a motivating factor like coming forward to get to play last home game, senior day, this coming week, and have the final 2 conference games of the season and still have all the goals that we want to achieve are still there. So hopefully that learning moment came at the right time and can kind of propel us going forward.
Absolutely. And then looking ahead, you guys are gearing up for, yes, like she said, senior day, but also, MSU Denver is a familiar team for you, Coach. And then just looking ahead, what can we expect and what are your goals for this week against MSU Denver?
Yeah, our goal is we want to get results this week. I think we feel like there's pieces that have come together at different points, but I think to have an entire 90-minute performance where we feel like we are doing the things that we want to do, and we're also coming to the field with the mentality and the attitude to compete and win. I think those are 2 big goals for us this week. So, yeah, it'll be an interesting game. And so obviously like spent 5 seasons in Denver, with a different program, but I'm really just focused on how can we perform the best that we can, and can save the other hellos for after the game.
Question.
So how do you just kind of, I know you got to hang loose this season and be prepared for anything, but how do you all of a sudden, you're warming up, you're getting ready, Regis is always, a good test, and it's like, yeah, guess what, we're not playing. How do you just shift gears like that?
It was definitely difficult because we had such a build of adrenaline, and then all of a sudden it just crashed, and we all had to work together and kind of come together and be like, okay, well, we have to focus it on Saturday. But it definitely took that practice to realize that we were a little out of it, and we had to snap back into it. It's definitely something as a team that we need to work on a little bit more because we didn't come in Saturday as we should have. But I'm hopeful to see how we change in the future because none of us like the outcome, and I think we don't want to do that again.
It did happen to be April 1st on Thursday, so I do remember this one asking, is this April Fool's? And I was like, no, we wouldn't joke about this is not April Fool's. So
That's the first thing we all thought was like, really?
Yeah.
And then, a day later, I think, they shut everything down. So, everybody's kind of in the same boat. But, does it feel like, okay, it always feels like, okay, the season just started and now it's over. But now, the season just started and it's almost over. Soccer got cut so short.
Yep. That's probably a good question for the senior here.
It's like, wait a minute.
It's been hard. It's definitely something that we've had to adjust to, and I think the seniors have had a difficult time kind of realizing that their careers coming to an end so quickly, and realizing that this could be the last game on this home pitch for us is definitely something that has shocked us a little bit, but it's also lit a fire in us because we don't want to go out with anything left in our tank, and I think that's reflected in the whole team right now. We're coming into this Metro game ready to battle, and I'm really excited to see what we can do Thursday.
Yeah, and obviously this season is one of those that you'll never forget.
That's for sure.
Your mask will go in your scrapbook somewhere.
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you kind of feel like the seniors, even though it's been so short, that we're setting the standard for this program a little bit, kind of resetting the standard?
I hope so. I think that's our goal as seniors, especially with a short season. It's been a challenge for us, but we want to leave a little of us behind, and we want to show as an example to the underclassmen and show drive, and also show that, hey, your career can end at any moment. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. You don't know if your season's going to be pushed or canceled, and to keep fighting until you seriously have nothing left.
And then as a program, kind of going back to the whole short season, has that really lit a fire under you guys to know we only have X, Y, Z, so many games to make it to the tournament and to just get there and get to where we want to be?
Yeah, I definitely think it's lit a fire in the people who've been here before and the incoming freshmen. It might be a little bit harder for them because they don't know what a regular season is like, so this seems normal. But I think having this be everyone's first season with COVID and just all thrown up in the air, like, it's going to reset how we think of things and going to push us in future seasons to get down to business early and, like, set our rankings early. So definitely.
Yeah, I think definitely a fire's been lit in all of us. Realizing it could be taken away at any moment is huge. I mean, looking at Regis' team, having to have to shut down everything last second, knowing that could happen to us at any moment, and realizing we want to play like every game like it is our senior day, like it is our last game that we're going to be playing here. And I think, again, like just like Mikayla said, in future seasons, we're not going to take for granted what we have here. We're going to cherish every moment, every time we're dying on the sideline after running. Just using
When does that
to our
happen?
advantage. Oh, never.
Oh.
Running?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm really excited about where this team is going.
So you feel like you've at least got the basis for your program put in this season? Got the foundation started?
I think we'll see on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we'll see. I think I think there's always an adapting period for new players to come in and kind of get used to what you're doing. But I think the biggest piece for us right now is the competition and the mentality piece, and how to approach games with confidence, and willing to battle and believe in yourself. I think that's a big piece, to believe that you can do it and you're capable of it, and whether you get the outcome or not that you want in that moment, the only way to be successful is to have that confidence and to believe it every single time. And it's not always going to work out, but it's the only way that you're going to get where you want to go. So I think that's a big challenge for us for this weekend, and just seeing in moments that are good, like, can you go up a goal and then can you maintain it? Can you go down a goal and then can you fight back? You know, can you risk when you're 0-0? Because I think the easiest time to risk is when you're down a goal. I mean, you have nothing to lose at that point. It's easy to try your hardest when there's no expectations of you, but can you step out when it's 0-0, and can you risk at that point? Because that's the point when you have the greatest amount to lose and also to gain. So I think, yeah, we'll see on Monday. Yeah.
Okay, good.
All right, so.
Oh, there's
questions of the week.
always a question of the week.
Oh, exciting.
These are different.
This is that. So you guys have to answer all three at the same time. First thing that comes to mind, try not to think about it, all right? Gatorade or Powerade?
Gatorade,
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
vanilla,
Dog or cat? Dog.
Cat.
both.
Appetizer or dessert?
Dessert.
Appetizer,
Peanut butter or jelly?
peanut butter.
Okay.
Yeah.